In a striking declaration, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has made it clear that he will not engage in discussions with President Trump, especially following a dramatic hike in U.S. tariffs on Brazilian exports, which surged to a staggering 50% on Wednesday. Lula expressed to Reuters from his presidential residence, "The moment my instinct indicates that Trump is open to dialogue, I will waste no time in reaching out to him." However, he reiterated, "But right now, I sense that he isn't interested in discussions, and I refuse to put myself in a position of humiliation." This ongoing tension highlights Lula's difficulties in fostering a relationship with Trump, who remains a strong supporter of Bolsonaro, Lula's predecessor. Bolsonaro currently faces serious legal challenges for attempting to undermine the existing Brazilian government, a fact Trump himself referenced during his announcement about increasing tariffs on Brazil. In light of these complications, Lula indicated that he would shift his focus towards implementing domestic strategies to mitigate the economic fallout and consider working with other nations in the BRICS alliance, comprising Brazil, Russia, China, India, South Africa, and several others, to respond collectively to the U.S. tariffs. So far, there's been no collaboration among BRICS, but that will change, Lula stated. What bargaining power does a small country like ours have against the United States? Virtually none. Late last year, during a summit in Kazan, Russia, BRICS nations introduced the idea of establishing their own currency system, inviting 13 new partner countries to join the conversation. However, this initiative faced sharp rebuke from Trump, who threatened severe financial consequences for nations participating in creating a new BRICS currency. Trump took to Truth Social, expressing, "We demand a guarantee from these countries that they will neither create a new BRICS currency nor support any other currency that might challenge the dominance of the U.S. dollar, or else they will face a 100% tariff and say farewell to the lucrative U.S. market." He further added, "They can look for another sucker. There is no possibility for BRICS to take the place of the U.S. dollar in global trade. And any nation attempting such a move should prepare to sever ties with America." The rift in trade relations has only widened due to Trump's past alliances with Bolsonaro. Amid ongoing legal issues, the Trump administration previously took punitive measures against Brazilian Supreme Federal Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes, who tightened restrictions on Bolsonaro. It's audacious for the President of the United States to dictate terms to a sovereign country like Brazil. Such behavior is absolutely unacceptable, Lula remarked to Reuters. He added, "What Trump did with Zelensky was nothing short of a humiliation. It's not standard for one president to belittle another. I extend respect to everyone and expect the same in return," referring to both the Ukrainian and South African leaders. Looking ahead, Lula and Trump are likely to meet at the United Nations in September or during the upcoming climate discussions in November. This may be an opportunity for the two leaders to engage in open and honest dialogue. Lula expressed his willingness to participate in discussions, but emphasized that any conversations should remain respectful. But here's where the situation gets contentious. How will these international dynamics affect the economic stability of Brazil? And do you think a collaborative approach among BRICS nations can effectively counter U.S. measures? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.